What is up, guys? A very good morning and welcome back to our daily market outlook. Fabio here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as I do. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to analyze EURUSD, so let's dive straight in. So starting off here with EURUSD, what are we currently seeing? Well, first of all, if we just start on the daily, very basic. As you can see, the upper line is representing our area of resistance, or if we focus on market structure only, we see the impulse down, pullback, impulse down. So this is the upper area, the strong high, which we expect to be protected, and this is the weak low, which we expect to get broken. So impulse down, now we're seeing the correction, obviously a 1, 2, 3, perfect ascending channel, and now we're looking to trade the overall momentum and order flow further in towards the downside. So if we just zoom into price, we can very clearly see that the overall order flow is very clearly bearish. Over here we have the buy, sell off, and now we're just looking for a buy and then a sell off. So yeah, you can clearly see over here we tap in towards this buy before the sell, and then we sell off in towards the downside. Then again, a buy before a massive sell. We've already tapped in, and now we're looking to see follow through in towards the downside. So this line over here at around 1.08524, that is our fractal high on the daily. As long as that daily fractal high is respected, based on our daily analysis, we should continue down lower. Keep in mind, today is NFP, so anything can pretty much happen. We still have this area of supply open, so if the market decides to give us a very weak dollar, that would mean that we could see a strong impulse up. Then I do not really expect that impulse to be any higher than around 1.08700, okay? And then from there, we'll again look to sell in towards the downside, because the overall analysis is still swing is bearish, internal structure is bearish. This is the correction, and we're now looking for follow through in towards the downside, okay? Now let's see if the 4-hour aligns with that assumption. So looking here at the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour first of all is the same as the daily, guys. The 4-hour has a massive impulse in towards the downside. We then saw a massive pullback, massive impulse, massive pullback, and now again we're seeing an impulse. So keep in mind that this is your swing structure, and then all the structure which you see here is just internal structure, okay? So these are internal trends within the overall swing trend, and you can trade these up or down, doesn't matter. But what's important to understand is that the higher time frame is always stronger. So if the daily is bearish, the 4-hour swing is also bearish. We do assume that eventually we will, of course, see a follow through in towards the downside. And now there is a perfect assumption that we are going to see that follow through in towards the downside. Why is that? Well, because of the fact that the daily has seen, of course, first of all, a pullback in towards the extreme. So this is your extreme high, this is the low. So you see the push down, and then you see pullback pretty much all the way towards, let's say, 0.88 Fibonacci retracement level. So from here we definitely expect a push in towards the downside. Now the momentum is with us because we can see that we broke the bullish structure in towards downside, push down, correction, push down, correction. Now again, push down, pullback, and now we're just looking for a push down again in line with NFP momentum. So here on the 4-hour time frame, yesterday we can very clearly see how the market pushed down very strongly and then pulled back up in towards this buy before the sell-off. This was the fractal high which I mentioned yesterday. You can very clearly see we push in towards supply, and from there we sell off again. So a very nice setup. The reason why we saw a pullback, which was pretty strong yesterday, was that we liquidated pretty much this lowest low. Then again, no real demand zone over here until over here. So around 1.07500. That is now what I'm currently looking to see euro dollar push into. So yeah, waiting for that push now to happen in towards there. Let's say we do push down lower, then we still have fresh demand all the way down here. For the rest, I mean, we could just keep on falling, guys, because for the rest there is, and I'm saying for the rest a lot of times, but for the rest there is really no area of demand here which is fresh. Okay, and with fresh demand, I mean kind of like an untouched sell before a big buy, like for example this one over here. So this is my first target, second target over here. At the moment, I do not expect too much today due to NFP, and then often what you just see happening is the market ranging until it happens. But yeah, obviously looking for further downside as long as this 4-hour high is respected and this upper line is the daily fractal high. But let's say we do see that push up, then we could come, let's say, in towards here. This is your buy before this big sell-off, which we never touch back into. Or even higher, we could push in towards this fresh area of supply, okay? So these are our two other fresh areas of supply. Let's say we do push up higher, then obviously that will be our target. We do kind of have this clean trend line over here. with a lot of liquidity being built up above it. Again, guys, when you have a trend line, don't really use it to trade. Use it to kind of like grab liquidity and then potentially sell off again. Okay, that's how you have to interpret trend lines, in my opinion. Again, it's what's my opinion, and it's what works for me. So looking over here now on the 4 hour, we just expect for the downside. Now going in towards the 15-minute time frame, we can very clearly see yesterday's analysis played out pretty well. I shared this on Discord. Make sure to join Discord, guys. Yesterday afternoon, we saw a nice push in towards this area of supply, and from there we sold off beautifully in towards the downside. Now, the most interesting setup of yesterday, I didn't really see any opportunity to go short. Obviously, we came in towards this demand zone, but we did not see any bullish reaction, so no longs were possible. At the moment, the 15-minute is bearish, right? This is a swing high, this is a swing low. So when the market came over here, I was actually monitoring the 5-minute time frame for potential long, and you'll see this because I'm recording a vlog. So you'll see what I was looking for, because if we see this line over here is the 50-minute BOS. So what do you expect after a BOS? You expect a pullback in towards the upside. How do we identify a pullback? Obviously, if we hit supply, and obviously as well or demand, excuse me. So that's rule number 1. If you see demand, expect pullback. Rule number 2 is if you see a change in structure, right? Struck. So over here on the 5-minute time frame, we had this descending wedge. We had a 1 low, 2nd low, 3rd low, right? Very beautifully. So 1, 2, 3, and then what did we see? We saw the push in towards the highs. So this was the change of character. This was this was the structural break. This is your demand zone, and then from there, boom, you go long in towards the highs, guys. That was the beautiful 5-minute setup in towards the upside. If you were looking for more confirmation, then obviously just wait for a double break. What do I mean by double break? That was this break over here. And then again, you see, boom, tap in, and we move back out again. So that was the 5-minute setup. For the rest on the 15, you could have also taken the 15-minute change of character over here. But yeah, that was pretty much that setup. After 50-minute BOS, you expect a pullback. What do you get? You get the 50-minute chalk. So a potential long was there on the cards, right? Just not the best of 4-hour demands, but we did have that 4-hour liquidity low. Therefore, the long was valid. Now, since this morning, we've been selling off in towards the downside. There's not a very clear area of supply to our left over here. But what we are seeing is that we have a change of character now over here. So this is a change of character low, which broke this high, meaning that this is, let's say, your overall buy before the sell-off. So we could look for a sell opportunity over here. There is a lot of liquidity underneath these lows. We've kind of already taken out the liquidity above these highs. Quickly just draw in the PO3 indicator. This is not very positive. PO3 indicator, guys, just for you who want to know, this blue line is the daily open that often acts as an area of support. So this short would be very risky, especially also with it being NFP. We did take out the Asian high, but again, we're trading in the middle of the Asian range, also not very positive. So yeah, I'm going to kind of wait and see. I do, again, guys, prefer to see a sell-off, but it is NFP day today, so we could just keep on ranging for the rest of today. You guys know my 4-hour analysis. You guys now also see the 15-minute analysis. Let's say if we do push up higher, then look for a short from here. If you want extra confirmation and not just to sell from this area of supply, I don't know how this 15-minute will close, but then just wait for a double break, guys. Wait for this low to go, and then, for example, look for that short. That is the extra confirmation that you can sometimes use. So wait for a double break. That is my advice. So that's that from the euro dollar. Quite the extensive analysis, of course. Dollar index, I'm not going to focus too much. It's just consolidating sideways, and yeah, just waiting for it to break out of this range. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you want more analysis on gold, NZD, USD, Aussie dollar, pound dollar, make sure to join Discord. Link in the description down below and in the comment section. Make sure to leave a comment on this video. Join Discord, be active, and see you guys there. Thanks.